That's beautiful. And honestly, Indian music has such a depth. Here's another one for you. The beauty of Indian music lies in its simplicity. It connects people to the land, to the roots, and to each other.
Talking about roots, I just thought of something funny. Why do drummers make great farmers? I don't know, but why is it so? Because they've mastered the art of beating the competition during the harvest season.
Good one. Speaking about farming and music, why don't cows make good musicians?
Oh, I've got to hear this one. Why?
Because they always lose the beat and end up in utter confusion.
Haha, that was cheesy, but I'll take it.
And now, let's bring that spirit of Indian folk music alive with the rhythm and the energy of these beautiful traditions. You can feel the pulse of the land in every single note. Shall we sing some lines from a Kannada folk song to set the mood? Oh yes, let's go.
Audience, I will sing one line and you all have to repeat after me. Tani tandana tandanana. Tani tandana tandanana. Audience, sing with me. Tani tandana tandanana.
Tani kannana tandanana.
Tandanana, tandanana,
Tandanana, tandanana.
Thank you.
Tani tandana, tandanana. Tani tandana, tandanana. Tani tandana, tandanana. Tani tandana, tandanana.
guys know that Indian classical music has this insane history? It started in ancient Bharatavarsha and now it's literally found everywhere. Its origins go back to over 6,000 years to the Vedic scriptures. The Samaveda is actually one of the main sources of Indian music and art.
Wow, that's crazy. And speaking of ancient stuff, have you heard of the Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni? That text is the foundation for so much of Indian music and dance. It was the first written work that divided music into octaves and identified 22 keys. Imagine trying to figure that out without Google.
Haha, yeah, or without autotune. The Sangeeta Ratnakar by Sharang Dev, written in the 13th century, goes deep into the discussions about rags and tals. These guys were serious about their music theories way back then.
Oh, absolutely. And over time, Indian classical music was divided into two distinct types, the Hindustani in the north and the Carnatic in the south. Hindustani music was heavily inspired by Persian and Islamic traditions, so it's big on improvisation. Whereas the Carnatic music stayed rooted and devotion. It was like the north was saying, let's jam, and the south was saying, stick to the script.
Haha, I guess Hindustani music was basically like the original jazz. But seriously, Hindustani music really peaked during the medieval period. Amir Khusro, who was this incredible musician during the Delhi Sultanate, systematized a lot of its aspects. Plus, he introduced instruments like the sitar and the tabla.
Amir Khusro was basically the multitasker of his time. Can you imagine creating new instruments while also being a poet, singer, and a musician? I can barely get through my to-do list.
Right? And then you have Tansen, the legendary court musician for Emperor Akbar. He created so many ragas like Miya Ki Todi and Darbari. His creativity was so inspiring that many gharanas, those schools of music, traced their roots back to his style.
Speaking of musical legends, Purandaradasa was basically the grandfather of Carnatic music, and he was from Karnataka. We should be proud. He taught us how to teach music right from the basics. You can call him the original music teacher of the South.
Yeah, Purandar Das really set the tone. And let's not forget about the trinity of Carnatic music. Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshitar and Shyama Shastri. They were like the Avengers of Carnatic music in the 18th century. Each one was a composer-musician, and together they shaped the entire genre.
I wonder if they ever argued over who was the better musician, like a musical version of who's the best superhero.
Haha, if they did, it probably ended in an epic Jugalbandi, those friendly musical competitions. Can you imagine how intense it must have been?
Musical face-offs must have been as intense as a cricket match. But instead of sledging, they must have said, can you top this rag? And the other person would be all, hold my sitar and I'll show you.
Haha, that's one way to keep the crowd entertained. But seriously, whether it's a Taniya Varta or a Jugalbandi, both Hindustani and Carnatic music have this amazing way of blending competition with creation. You can feel the energy between the artists.
Right, and let's be honest, musical competitions are way cooler than reality TV singing shows.
For sure, no judges, no eliminations, just pure talent and passion, plus few commercial breaks.
They must have added jokes in between. I bet Tansen would have said, why don't we play this in C minor? Because it's too easy to B flat.
Haha, classic. You know, now I kind of want to witness a good Jugalbandi.
You know, between the eight in the royal course of the number, really speak. That's when genres of Hindustani music like Khayal, Thumri, Dadra, Ghazal, Qawwali and Tarana started evolving.
Oh yeah, and back then, if you wanted to show you all legend classical music, you have to name your gharana. It's like saying, this is a musical lineage and this is the style I represent.
Exactly. The word gharana actually comes from the Hindi word ghar, which means house. It's not about where you live though. It's about your musical family, your tradition, and how you're passing it on.
And in those royal courts, the Gharana system really thrived. Each musical family or Gharana developed its own distinctive style and repertoire. It's like adding another color to the palette of Indian classical music.
Guys, time for putting weight.
Definitely.
The gharana gave us music, tradition and style. Generation carried it forward mile after mile. The rag and the rhythm kept the music alive. Imagine running that all today without YouTube to survive.
Wow,
What a line!
What a line! Yeah, you know, in those days, the coaching establishments where the coaches lived were like cultural hubs. The coaches were experts in music, dance, and poetry. Mughal royalty even sent their kids to the coaches to learn manners and art. It was like the Ivy League of the royal world.
Can you imagine today's kids going to coaching establishments instead of prep schools? Hey mom, I'm off to learn some Thumri and Kathak.
And the traditions, they were not only artists, they were the keepers of tradition. They preserved every art form of that time and passed it down for generations. I mean, they sang Dadra, Thumri, Tapa and Ghazals while mastering dance forms like Kathak. Total multitaskers.
Yeah, they didn't stop learning either. Many coaches would travel and seek out masters from different gharanas to enhance their singing styles. They kept adding to their repertoire throughout their careers.
So basically, they were on a never-ending quest for musical knowledge. Can you imagine that dedication? Netflix? Nah, I'll just learn another rap today.
And talking about gharana, did you hear about the new tabla player who joined a gharana?
No, what happened?
Well, he couldn't keep up with the family traditions, so they told him to beat it.
Oh man, that's a good one.
These jokes are really in tune with our conversations. But seriously, the courtesans were like walking libraries of music and etiquette. Their artistry, their dedication, it shaped so much of what we know today as Indian classical music.
Absolutely. They were the hidden gems behind the royal courts, keeping the traditions alive and constantly innovating. And when you think about it, that legacy continues in today's performances, whether it is a ghazal or a jugalbandi.
And we are still reaping the benefits of all that history. A little poetic wit, anyone?
Yes, you may.
Your voice is so sweet, your sur is so fine. Your voice is so sweet, your sur is so fine. Your rhythm is perfect, your tal is divine. But if you think your notes are suddenly sounding flat, have some honey perhaps. Your throat might need that.
Wow, 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 what a rhyme!
गरज गरज आज मेघ घनन घनन छायो रे गरज गरज आज मेघ घनन घनन छायो रे दमक दमक चमक बिजुरी काज ऋतुराज आयो रे गरज गरज आज मेघ सुरत के संग रंगी हरित रंग में धरा सब विहंग आज दंग देख रंग ये हरा इस ऋतु में आज तो बेअंग अंग रंग ले तार की झनकार छेड़ संग में गंग ले गरज गरज आज मेघ गरज गरज
So guys, I've been hearing a lot about this fusion music thing. What is it exactly? Is it like mixing two songs together? Not exactly. Fusion music is like mixing two different genres or cultures of music. It's blending traditional Indian sounds like sitar or tabla with Western styles like jazz or rock.
Exactly.
It's like when you mix Carnatic ragas with electronic beats. Or, when you go from sa re ga ma to boom boom pow in one track.
Speaking of mixing, why did the singer bring a ladder to the concert?
A ladder? Why?
Because he wanted to reach the high notes.
Oh, you and your jokes. But yeah, that's what fusion is. It's about innovation, creating something new by blending two things that normally don't go together. Exactly. Take A.R. Rahman for example. He's a master of fusion. One moment you're lost in a Hindustani raga, and the next there's a punchy electronic beat that takes you by surprise. Ah, Rahman, the Mozart of Madras. So, is fusion music like the biryani of music? Oh, nice comparison. But let's be clear, fusion music doesn't take as long as to cook biryani. Exactly. But it does need its own balance of ingredients. Just like a great chef. If you add too much spice, it overwhelms the other flavors. Just like in fusion music, if you add too much of one genre, it can drown the other.
That's right, but when it's done well, it's amazing. Like those collaborations with Bollywood and international artists when Jay-Z rapped in a Punjabi song. That was pure magic.
Fusion music is really all about bringing people together. We have classical lovers vying with the rock fans. It's the ultimate mashup of cultures. Exactly. And not just in India. Fusion music is important globally because it shows how interconnected we all are. Whether it's jazz with tabla or hip hop with sitar, it's a reminder that music has no borders. So, it's like a giant musical jam with the whole world. I like that.
Here's another one. What's the best type of music to listen to while fishing?
Oh no, here we go again. What is it?
Something catchy.
Okay, guys, let's be serious. Fusion music is the future. It's the perfect way to keep traditions alive while also experiencing new soundscapes. And it connects us all. Whether you're in a small village in India or in concert hall in New York, Indian fusion music is making the world dance to its tune. And now, let's hear some fusion music.
ever since Indian cinema started in 1931, musicals with song numbers have always been a part of Indian movies. By 1934, Hindi film songs were recorded on gramophones and played on radios, giving rise to a whole new form of mass entertainment. That is really when movies started shaping its popular culture in India.
Absolutely. And but hey, does anybody know which was the first ever movie made in India? Any guesses? Over there? Anybody? Never mind, I'll tell it. It was Raja Harishchandra released in 1913 by Dadasaheb Phalke in Bombay. And now, which was the first ever Indian movie with sound?
It was Alam Ara, released in 1931. And here's one more. Any guesses on the first ever recorded song in India? Audience, here. Anyone there? Never mind, I do. It's Raga Jo, sung by Gauhar Jan in 1902. Can you imagine how different the movies would be if there weren't any songs in them?
Not possible. Indian films without songs is like sambar without tamarind, right? See, songs are just a part of Indian movies. They elevate the whole experience. They are depth, meaning, and emotion that stays with the audience long after the movie ends.
Absolutely. And in Indian cinema, music has always found new ways to express itself. From the elegance of Firoz Shah mysteries to the global beasts like A.R. Rahman. Cinema music has constantly evolved, blending classical notes with modern innovation. It is a soundtrack to our lives.
Yeah, Bollywood music has traveled far and wide, connecting with people all over the world. There's not a corner in the world where you won't find someone humming a Bollywood tune. Shall we add a touch of classical rap to this conversation just to keep the melody going?
Definitely.
But before we dive into the world of Indian cinema, let us take a trip down memory lane with a few nostalgic jokes from the world of South Indian cinema.
అల్లు అర్జున్ పంచ్ డైలాగ్ గుర్తుందా మీ అందరికి? ఒక డైలాగ్ పుష్పాంతి ఫ్లవర్ అనుకున్నావా ఫైరు.
Of course, how can we forget that dialogue?
अहो महाराष्ट्रामध्ये तरी एक डायलॉग खूप फेमस आहे. झिंगाट म्हणाला की सगळ्यांच्या पायाला आपोआप ताल लागतो.
हो ना, लग्न असो, कॉलेज फंक्शन असो किंवा फॅमिली गेट टुगेदर असो, झिंगारवाला की लोकांना बसून रहताच येत नाही. नाही वाजला की आता माझी सटकली.
Inge patingla oru Tamil pagum bodu. Periyavanga ethana varam superstar. No sona kuda vailam irundalum. Talaivanu oru murai sonadu. Anku talaivana kalam madriye vechi viduanga.
और भाई शोले का जिक्र हो जाए वीरू की दोस्ती याद ना है, ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. वो दोस्ती सिर्फ दो किरदारों की कहानी नहीं थी, वो तो इन भारतीय सिनेमा में दोस्ती की मिसाल बन गई. एक तरफ जय का शांत अंदाज और दूसरी तरफ वीरू की जिंदा दिली, और दोनों साथ मिले तो हमें मिल गई एक ऐसी जोड़ी जिसे हम आज भी याद करते हैं.
Those were the days Indian cinema was more than just films. It's embedded in our memories, our daily conversations, and even the way we think. So let's take a deeper dive into the world of Indian cinema music and see how just far this journey has taken us.
I remember a beautiful shairi. Can I?
Irshad.
From unforgettable characters to iconic dialogues. From unforgettable characters to iconic dialogues. From timeless melodies to unforgettable memories. Indian cinema is much more than what we see on the screen. It is a celebration of stories, emotions, music, and culture. A story can make us laugh or see into the rich history.
दांडिया मुंबईची टिचरी तालात नाचते सुरतनी छोकरी गगनी गगनी ढोल गरजू दे रास रंगू दे मेरी रास रंगू दे रास रंगवा दे मारी रास रंगवा दे चिंता विसर माझ्या संगाची सोड फिकर मार विसल माझ्या संगाची
हे मंदिरच आपलं घरदार अंगण आहे माऊली नाव आपलं आईबाप दोन्ही विठ्ठल
हे भाऊ तुला काय झालं काय झालं काय झालं मला सांग ए झालं गेला लय झालं वय झालं आता थांब तुम्ही तरी तुला छळलंय मला लय चुरगळलंय आता मध्ये लय जडलंय तुला कसं नाही कळलंय मन माझं लय गडबडलंय धक्का बसला धडधडलं गडधडलंय काही पडलंय वाटेल मारून बडबडलंय मला हे लावलंय 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 तिला हे लावलंय 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 मला हे लावलंय 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 तिला हे लावलंय 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 लावलंय
మన వేరు సా తెలుగు సంగీతం అన్నారే ఏది నేను ఒక చిన్న రాగం పాడతాను అనండి
వేద విహార జీవేశ్వర శంకర నాద శరీరాపర వేద విహార జీవేశ్వర శంకర
బుద్ధుడు అసలు శాస్త్రీయ నృత్యం గురించి రాయడానికి నీకేం అర్థంరా? నువ్వేమన్నా భారతమునివా? మర్యాదగా శైలేష్ గారి కాళ్ళు పట్టుకుని చావు, లేదా నీ కాళ్ళు చేతులు విరిచి పారేస్తాను, జాగ్రత్త.
సకిట తదివి సకిట తదివి జనయనయన జతుల గతుల తడబడు అడుగుల తప్పని తగిడడం 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 నడిచిన పెదవుల రేగిన శృతి నిలయని ఒకటి చేసి సకిట తదివి సకిట తదివి జనయనయన జతుల గతుల
ఇది మా సంబరాల్లో పాడుకునే సీతం వారి పాట.
సువ్వి సువ్వి సువ్వాలమ్మ సీతాలమ్మ పువ్వా పువ్వా నవ్వాలమ్మ నవ్వాలమ్మ సువ్వి సువ్వి సువ్వాలమ్మ సీతాలమ్మ పువ్వా పువ్వా
సవడలే నవ్వాలమ్మ
పుష్ప అంటే ఫ్లవర్ అనుకుంటున్నా ఫైర్ ఫైర్
నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు Of this nonsense! You two, out!
No, Jake, I've had enough of your bullying.
நான் எப்போ வருவேன் எப்படி வருவேன் யாருக்கும் தெரியாது. ஆனா வர வேண்டிய நேரத்துல கரெக்டா வருவேன். கண்ணா பண்டிகை தான் கூட்டமா வரும், சிங்களா தான் வரும். கண்ணா பண்டிகை தான் கூட்டமா வரும், சிங்களா தான் வரும். சிறப்பான தரமான சம்பவங்களை இனிமேதான் பார்க்க போறோம். மனப்பாறை ஆடு கட்டி மனவரம் ஏறு பூட்டி போடு बड़ा बेजारा कुछ बोल கூட பார்க்கத்தானே போற அவ்வளவுதானா? இனி நான் போற பாதை சிங்கப்பாதை. நான் ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா 100 தடவை சொன்ன மாதிரி. இதுதான் ரஜினி ஸ்டைல். ஓகே,
है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा जूता है जापानी।
आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंग है, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास? डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है।
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a privilege to take you on a journey through the rich history of Indian music, from the first echoes of Om. Music has been the heartbeat of our culture, woven into the very fabric of our identity. Let's begin with the ancient Vedic chants, which weren't just entertainment, but a way to connect with the divine. These chants evolved into ragas and taras that still define a classical music till today. As Indian music grew, it spread into different regions and styles. With the arrival of cinema, music became an even more integral part of our lives. These songs aren't just melodies, they carry our emotions through life celebrations. Indian music, whether classical, folk, or film, unites us. It transcends barriers of language, region, and time. It speaks a universal language carrying the soul of a nation and connecting us all. In a divided world, music remains our greatest unifier. As we celebrate this rich musical legacy, let us remember it's more than just notes. It's a celebration of life, love, and unity. Jai Hind!
celebration is not complete without the participation of the audience and our dear teachers who have made this possible. May I request our dear principal, vice principal ma'am, coordinators, everyone to join. Everyone please. There is something called double dhamaka. That happens only when the students and teachers come in. If we want a triple dhamaka, we want audience to stand up and join with us. It's very easy to dance. Let's dance. Let's enjoy. Excellent. I love this crowd. Look at that. Everyone is being kids. You are so lucky. Your teachers, your family, your friends, everyone is dancing there. It's amazing. Come on, let's do this. Music! Kavya, here.